yo, what is going on, you late night owls? It's your boy Pollux the Wise here. We're back with another Kingdom Rush YouTube live stream, and this time I'm asking myself, how good is the Goblin and Orcish Horde's siege weapons? So we're going to be analyzing the towers that they have. All right, now we're doing this from a completed save file since obviously we unfortunately cannot edit the data files to just give ourselves the towers. Okay, I tried doing that. I tried doing it on a new save file on impossible mode. I couldn't get it to work. If somebody knows how to do it, it'd be much appreciated if you could let me know down in the comments section or in the chat. But in any case, let's just go ahead and get started. And obviously, we're going to be using Varuk for this challenge because, you know what? Why the heck not? But it's going to be a little insane. Why is this going to be insane, you ask? Well, here's the thing. The Orc and Goblin towers are not the best. They really, really aren't. They have a lot of weaknesses. They're just, generally speaking, not that great. But we do get a couple really good towers, all right? Goblin War Zeppelin being the chief one among those, all right? Now, the thing about Goblin War Zeppelin, it's great for splash damage. Really, all the green skin towers are great for splash damage, if you think about it. Now, granted, with the Orc Shamans, you have to upgrade them, but that's neither here nor there. The rest of these are actually insanely good at dealing with crowds. Again, the Orc Shamans to a degree. And kind of the same thing with the Orc Warriors then, but we'll just, you know, whatever. That's neither here nor there. I'm also going to be earning soul upgrades as I go along. The Formal Kid, hello there. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing absolutely splendid on this Saturday evening. Well, actually, technically where it's at right now for me, it's Sunday morning, but whatever. Now, we're not going to go through the tutorial level because, you know what? Screw this. We're just going to hop straight into level 1 at the Dwarven Gate. So, how well will these towers perform? The whole point is to kind of analyze the Greenskins army siege weapons, okay? So before, when I did my first live stream on analyzing this particular army, we looked at their troops. How well did they do in melee combat against Leneria's siege weapons and towers? Now, we're going to kind of be looking at the flip side of the coin. We're going to be looking at how well do they perform against other armies kind of attacking their, you know, defenses or offenses. And I am going to make sure to use a good mixture of towers, okay? So it's not just going to be a showcase spam of one particular kind of tower, and that's it. Now, unfortunately, I also just did realize Varuk is level 10, but it doesn't really matter, because you know what? Who cares, guys? Who frogging cares, all right? Here's the thing. If you pay close attention, the first couple levels, no matter what towers you're using, doesn't really matter. It really, truly doesn't matter. You could use anything the first couple waves, and you're basically just going to crush the level, all right? No problem. No questions asked. It's pretty easy, all right? So here we go. I'll bet you we don't even need to use Frog and Reinforcements or Soul Impact this level, okay? That is how broken these towers are. I'm actually going to go ahead and use another Orc Warrior's Den. Yikes. No, that one Dwarf Bruiser, he's trying to slip through. You know what? We can't allow it, folks. We cannot allow it. By the way, if you guys saw, War Champion recently got Kingdom Rush Vengeance. So for those of you who are absolutely huge fans of his channel, I highly recommend you go and check it out because it's just an absolute blast watching that guy play Kingdom Rush Vengeance. I cannot wait to see what kinds of challenges he does. It's going to be absolutely amazing. That's all I know, okay? I just know it's going to be frogging incredible. Now, we have some Dwarf Hammer Guards, and we're going to unfortunately need to switch over to using Orc Shamans to take them out. And I'm tempted to get a Rocket Riders here. Now, as insane as this sounds, believe it or not, with perhaps the exception of the Goblin Ranks Tower, because I haven't tested it yet, or maybe even the Goblin War Zeppelin, you can beat Bulger's Throne No Lives Lost on Impossible with literally just green skin towers being spammed by themselves. Not in conjunction with one another like we're doing here, but literally just by themselves. Like I said, still have not tried out Goblin Ranks only, but I will get to that at some point. It's absolutely ridiculous, okay? So are these bad towers? I don't know. At this point, I'm just sitting here thinking, you know what? Maybe they're not insanely bad. Maybe they all have a purpose. And I know I sound crazy, but trust me, when you mess around in this game as much as I do, you start to think to yourself, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe towers that you think are bad are actually good, and you think towers that you think are good are actually bad. Of course, that also could just be you descending into insanity and madness, but, you know, that's neither here. But for this final wave, folks, I think we're just going to go ahead and build a Goblin Rank or two along with an Artillery Tower. And honestly, except for that one Dwarf Bruiser, nobody's made it through. Okay, we haven't used reinforcements, we haven't used the Warmongers. It's literally just been our level 10 hero and level 1 towers doing work. Now, I know I can purchase level 2 upgrades, level 3, level 4, etc., because I have all the towers unlocked. But we're not going to be purchasing those until we get to the appropriate level where we would unlock those at the appropriate tier. So for the next level, it's going to be tier 2. I'm pretty sure Kazan Mines is going to be tier 3, and Golden Brewery is going to be for tier 4. Jerram Hernandez, everything is green. Yes, everything is indeed green. Or at least, there's actually quite a bit of brown in this. Don't take that racist, please. Just, y'all gotta chill. I'm kidding. That was a bit of a messed up joke. I promise I'm not racist. If anything, that is the one thing I cannot absolutely stand. It's like my trigger. But in any case, ladies and gents, not even having to use all the tower spots, the greenskins have performed absolutely froggen stellar so far. But this is just level 1. And it's a cakewalk, because you know what, who cares? And just to make things interesting, you know what are we going to do here? What the heck are we going to upgrade? I think having a better soul impact is just priority number 1. All right, we got to be able to deal with chomp bots. Those guys deal a lot of damage to your units if you're not careful. But here we go. Level 2. This is going to be froggen interesting, that's all I got to say. Now, we have a couple different options when it comes to dealing with this particular level. I think a Goblin War Zeppelin, supported by a couple barracks here in the back, is going to probably be our best bet. Okay? And I think that, besides that, the next best thing to get is Orc Shamans on the bottom. I know that sounds kind of strange, but here's the thing. Artillery can hold the choke point against pretty much anything that's not a chomp bot or a Warhammer Guard. I guess with maybe the exception of Clockwork Spiders, but I would be amazed at that point. With 16 to 32 explosive damage, if this can't take out Clockwork Spiders at that level, I would just be like, bro, what are you doing, okay? That's just froggen ridiculous, man, all right? It's absolutely froggen ridiculous. But the problem with this particular level is it's a bit of a gold star. You don't get a lot of gold, especially in the early waves. Like right now, as insane as it sounds, if I didn't move my hero at all from where he was sitting originally, we would still probably be struggling just a little bit. But so far, we're doing okay. Let's watch this Warhammer Guard's health bar. It's about 6 or so, 4 to 6, you know, hit points on every single attack going down. Because they do have low armor, which kind of sucks, honestly, but, you know, whatever. In any case, here we go, moving on to wave 3 of 8, almost halfway through this level. It's not too terribly bad. Now, why am I doing this differently from the army analysis live stream that I did before? The reason being, that was examining the actual troops in the army. Okay, so I wanted to take the best level that I could possibly pick and kind of just, you know, how do I put this? I forgot what I was going to say. The point was we were looking at their enemy units, their troop units, their militia, if you will. Here we're looking at the towers. So in order to effectively judge them on their towers, we kind of have to pick a level where, you know, they get a good showcase. But the problem is every level is different in terms of the difficulty. So it wouldn't be very fair if we just did one level, okay? Because on some levels, the Goblins, you know, or not Goblins, the Greenskin Towers might be god-awful, okay? And in another level, they might perform, like, superbly well. So I figure, why not just go through the whole game? I think that makes a little bit more sense. But if you guys don't, it's okay. Let me know down in the chat if you guys want to just see something different. I'm actually going to go ahead and call this next wave a little bit early here. We might struggle against these Clockwork Spiders, believe it or not. Just barely clutching some of those guys there in the back. I think it's absolutely essential that we get ourselves another barracks here in the back. It's just scary, man. That's all I got to say. These Clockwork Spiders are so froggen scary. They don't even have a lot of HP, but they're infuriating to deal with if you let them get too far in the map, and they're just a real bother to you. Kind of suck, man. Like, honestly, this is low-key one of the most annoying enemies to deal with, especially in the early game. Kind of reminds me of the regular wolves from Kingdom Rush 1, for those of you who remember. If you're doing a challenge, those are one of the most annoying enemies to deal with. That and the shamans. I mean, orcs to an extent, meh, they're okay. But definitely not as threatening as wolves, because it's just the speed. The formal kid's saying, I think goblins are a pretty balanced species in the series. Yeah, I mean, I like their physique. I think they're pretty cool. They're geek and shad, man. They must be putting in a good workout. They're focusing almost always on arm day, really not so much on leg day, but still. Because they're not very fast, but, you know, who needs speed when you can hit like a freaking 2-ton Mack truck? Anyways, next up, I think Goblinoids at this spot might prove to be very useful. But I did say I wanted to get Orc Shamans, so... And speaking of which, here we go. We have Chomp Bots coming out this next wave. Okay, yikes, this looks a little bit spooky here. We've got a lot of these guys coming to the back of the line. Do I go for Goblinoids, or do I just get Rocket Riders? Actually, Rocket Riders might honestly be better. I'm thinking that's what we're going to do for a good chunk of this challenge, ladies and gents, until at least we come across more heavily armored enemies. But it will be curious to see if we can go all the way with the Goblin Towers and the Orc Towers. It's going to be interesting. Now, what's funny is, you know how there's the Orc Shaman Tower? I wonder if the Shamans from the original edition of Kingdom Rush, if that's what they are. If they're not goblins just wearing those little masks. If they're actually instead, what was I going to say? Frick. Can't remember, man. This is what happens when you don't get sleep. You're just like, your brain just turns off. It's just, ugh. Anyways. What do we got here? We got some Chomp Bots coming in at us, and this is where things are going to get a little bit scary, because unfortunately, we don't have our Soul Impact yet. I need these guys to hold off everybody, and I need Varuk to clutch the Chomp Bots, which he's actually very, very good at doing. He has an ability where he can spawn 2 goblins, and then his ultimate ability, obviously, is the Warmongers, who just deal insanely high amounts of damage. They're basically like goblins with a ranged attack. It's kind of broken, honestly, how just easily they deal with enemies. The only problem is, you can very easily mistime them with your barracks. You try and put them behind, you push your barracks too far forward, and then they're just not in range. But it's whatever. Alright, final wave. I'm trying to think what the heck to get here. You know what? Let's just go for the Orc Shaman. We haven't really used this guy much yet. We're going to give him a little bit of love here. We're going to give him some attention, if you will, as we complete this level. And let's see how the Rocket Rider does. I actually just tried beating Bulgar's Throne No Lives Lost on Impossible today with the Rocket Rider's Tower. And let me tell you something, it kind of got close. Bulgar got very, very close to getting towards the exit. But I was able to take him out. But it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a little bit easier to deal with him once we have all 5 towers at our disposal, like we do now. But yeah, when you're just spamming one tower type, Bulgar's Throne gets a little bit more difficult. But the fact is, you know, like if you guys have seen my recent video where I did it with just Rotten Forest Tower only, the fact of the matter is we can literally just spam one tower type. I mean, Rotten Forest, really? With all those flying enemies and the big beefy Stonebeard Geomancers and the Mecha Dwarves, and it's just like, how? How is this tower being spammed able to work? I don't get it. So maybe it's not a bad tower. I don't know. Anyways. There's a pretty simple solution for dealing with this particular level. You just get artillery. But now we have level 3 at our disposal, and that's going to be Giga Chad. So how do we deal with this particular level? Because there also is quite a few high armored enemies, such as the Smoke-Breed Engineers and the Chomp Bots. Notice we've literally not had to use our reinforcements or the Warmongers once. It's just been Soul Impact on our towers. I'm wondering honestly how far we can go before we really need to use those in an emergency situation. Kind of be interesting. But here we go. Wave 1 of the 3rd level. Don't be interesting. So there we go. I do not want to call this next wave, but I'm going to anyways. Because I like living dangerously. And you know what else I like doing, ladies and gentlemen? I like rushing. Because that's why we're playing Kingdom Rush. Also, we have to click on these mine carts, which are honestly quite annoying in this level. Can you guys believe you can beat this level with just barracks only? The problem is you need to upgrade your reinforcements so that they have their ranged spear attack, and you need to time your abilities pretty much perfectly so that they can take care of the flying enemies. It is possible to do it. It just requires an insane amount of luck and a little bit of RNG. Are we going to need Soul Impact here? Probably. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, this is our first time using the reinforcements. Dude, look at that Clockwork Spider almost just frogging made it through. And now Varuk is struggling. Our orcs on the back line here are dead. This is ridiculous. All right, come on, Varuk. Clean up on aisle 4. Or whatever the heck aisle this is. I don't really care. It's whatever, man. Should I use the Warmongers on these Chombots? Probably. I don't really want to deal with you guys.
You guys looking kind of sus. Alright.
Alright, now we have the Cyclopters to deal with. Crap. Alright, so you need, obviously, some tower to deal with all of the flying foes. How do we do that? Orc Shaman's a bit slow, so I'm going to go for Goblinoids. As weird as that might sound. We're actually going to go ahead, and rather than upgrade this to level 2, which probably would have been the smarter decision, we're just going to go ahead and stick to our level 1 towers. Now, I really hope that level 1's going to get the job done, because if it doesn't, then Orc Shaman was the way to go, and I've made a huge mistake. But we'll see. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we won't see. Maybe just for insurance purposes, we're going to go ahead, and we're just going to absolutely demolish you guys right here, right now. Nice. Okay, great. Bad news. Should I get a third tower? That probably would help. I could go for an Orc Shaman. I should have gone for the Orc Shaman. Okay, this is going to be insanely close. Come on, quickly. Chungus Fungus, Chungus Fungus, Chungus Fungus. Among Us, Among Us, Among Us. Oh. Okay.
It's looking hella.
All right. Yeah, we need we need a little bit more anti-air firepower. So I think this looks so stupid, but I have to go for another level 1, or we're gonna die. No, don't tell me we're already gonna die on literally level 3. Bruh. I have to restart the level because we're doing this no last loss, unfortunately. That was so dumb. I forgot about the flying enemies. You know what? What if we just get level 2? And we go for level 3 even? I don't know. Let's just try this. Level 1 orcs versus level 1 elven defenders. Who will win? I'm pretty sure the elven defenders... do you mean elite harassers? Because if you're talking about elite harassers, I'm pretty sure the elite harassers are going to win hands down. Just saying.
Just a theory. A film theory. I mean, wait, the real Morgan. I mean, wait, Pollux the Wise. Why am I talking in the real Morgan's voice?
Because he's a pretty cool PE Chad dude who, honestly, love his YouTube channel. He's great. He's just absolutely fun. Here comes some Clockwork Spiders, which honestly just kind of suck. Oh, hella. Alright, so you guys got stalled. Nicely done. Yeah, unfortunately, we're just going to have to hold this choke point until we can get some more beefy towers in the arena. And you know what? I might just go for an Orc Champion or Shaman, whatever the heck. I forgot the name of the tower, but OMGOSH, that was clutch. And let's call the next wave. Yeah, Clockwork Spiders. What did I tell you? They're annoying. Absolutely annoying. But we're not going to make the same mistake as last time. We're going to make sure we have good anti-air early on so we can deal with these frogging Cyclopters, which always seem to be slipping through our defenses. Cozinez said he ordered his straight from Amazon. I ordered from Amazon Prime, and that's why mine came quicker. That's all I'm going to say. Point of the story, folks, go with Amazon Prime. It's worth it. Now, unfortunately, I actually don't have Amazon Prime. When I use Amazon, I just pay for the regular shipping, whatever the heck it's called. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead. Do I dare Soul Impact here, or are we okay? No, you know what? We're not okay. Screw you guys. We're going to get a level 2 Orc Shaman, call this next wave, and we finally should be okay on you guys. Okay, that's a little bit better damage. Oh, yeah. That looks much better. Time Zone, hi, welcome to the stream. Zuan saying, I mean Origins. Level 1 Orcs versus level 1 Elven Defenders. Oh, you mean the Barracks Tower. Okay. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. I like how that... Wait, did that Goblin Ring Tower just miss that, that hit on the Cyclopter because of the Orc Shaman hitting it first or something? Or did it just miss entirely? I couldn't tell, but when my eyes glanced back from the chat and I saw that, I was like, wait, what? They missed a shot, huh? Oh, well. It's whatever, man. Is whatever. A level 3 Orc Shaman, 20 to 110 damage. That's the problem with this tower. It's inconsistent. It's either very, very good or very bad. Okay, that time it did miss. Yep, that time it definitely did miss, and we saw right there, ladies and gents, the Goblinoids just straight up missed one of their shots. Oh, what a save! What a save! All right, so here we go. Next wave. I need a sip of Mountain Dew. Hold up a second. I love Mountain Dew. For those of you who don't know, it's probably like one of my favorite drinks ever. The other probably being ginger ale. So yeah. All right, let's get level 3 Goblin Rings, because Goblin Rings are good for crowd control, but we are going to start needing some artillery here very, very soon. Kind of wish my barracks had a little bit more range, but I think if we get a Goblin Ring tower somewhere right around here, or not Goblin Rings, duh. I meant to say Goblin War Zeppelin. I think we could do pretty well for ourselves, at least later on. And finally, these Froggen enemies decide to freaking die. All right, now, Goblin War Zeppelin. I think it's probably the best tower, hands down, of the Goblin and Orcish hordes. Kind of wish I had one right now, because, boy, this particular wave of this level is going to be quite spammy. So we're going to need Varuk to kind of hold this one choke point here. That Goblin Rings is doing a great job cleaning up on aisle, whatever the heck this is. Let's just call it aisle 1. And let's go ahead and grab ourselves a Goblin War Zeppelin at this point. Nicely done. So far, we've only needed level 1 barracks. Unfortunately, we can't really afford to use those guys any longer, because we're going to need to upgrade to level 2 here pretty soon. These guys are coming out, the Tinbeard Gunmen. They kind of suck. Why do they suck? Because they have a great ranged attack, which is really, really annoying to deal with in a barracks-only challenge. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. We also have to get this Goblin War Zeppelin up to level 3 as well as soon as possible. And that's kind of hard to do because, unfortunately, the one thing the game designers did balance about this particular tower is the price. It's 260 for Tier 2. I forget what it is for Tier 3, but I'm sure it's just as high, if not even higher. Okay, come on, Varuk. I need you to kill this, whatchamacallit. We're actually going to go ahead and use these Warmongers, I think, for, like, the first or second or third time of the level. And we're going to quickly just get rid of these Tinbeard Gunmen. 7 coming out this next wave, unfortunately. Yikes. Let's just go ahead and soul impact this group here. Don't you guys just wish that they had, like, I don't know, a different colored Rain of Fire? That would have made this game so much better than it actually is. Because honestly, soul impact is like the worst thing to come out since the genius who decided that peanut butter and banana sandwiches were a better combination than peanut butter and jelly. Okay? It's just like, bro, why? Who invented the idea of soul impact? It's so dumb. I don't get it. I mean, yeah, visually it looks cool and everything, but like, I don't know, I guess it's a little better than Rain of Fire in that you don't have to really aim it as well. You plop it down and it just does its thing. And I suppose you can get it back quicker than a regular Rain of Fire, but it's like, you know, I don't know. I don't really think the way they designed it justifies the cooldown you know, any of it, really. I don't get it. Do we go for Tier 3? It's 300 gold, but we also have some Cyclopters coming out this wave, which kind of sucks. You know what? Screw it. We're going for level 3 Goblin War Zeppelin. Screw you guys. I'm pretty sure our towers should hopefully be able to handle the Chomp bots. And the nice thing is, too, the bombs can kind of splash onto the Cyclopters if we really need them to. At least, hopefully, they will. Watch with my luck, they won't, but, you know, that's just... Murphy's Law right there, folks. The nice thing about Varuk, his stun attack, or I shouldn't say attack, because it's not really an attack, it doesn't deal damage. The stun ability actually has the capability to stun flying units, which is actually pretty cool. And look at that soul impact. So for like huge clusters of enemies, it's good. But for single target, it sucks. And I think that's where the difference lies between Rain of Fire and the soul impact. One's good for swarms, and the other is really good for single target. As long as you time it right and you stall enemies in place, which I guess you could say the same thing about the soul impact to a degree, but I don't know. It's just a weird ability, man. That's all I gotta say. You guys think we can get one of every Tier 3 tower here before the end of the level? I think we can. What's the last one that we're missing? I think the Rocket Riders? Probably. So if we get one just in the back for cleanup here, just on the case, I think we should be fine. Because we do have 2 waves to go. So we'll see. Already dealing 30 to 60 area damage at level 3. This Goblin War Zeppelin is a beast. Alright, come on. And now we have another 10 Cyclopters coming out this wave. This is kind of the problem with the late game for this level if you're doing barracks only. It's like you thought the flying enemy spam was over. It's not. It is anything but over. If anything, it's about to get worse, and you are in for the ride of your life. It's a roller coaster. It's just not the fun kind. It's the kind where you end up hanging upside down, hundreds of feet in the air, awaiting death. Dun-dun-dun. But thankfully, time your abilities just right. The reinforcements and the warmongers are enough to actually take care of these guys. So here we go. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. The warmongers are just so good. Wow, thank God I upgraded these in the back. And thank God we have the Orc Shaman to kind of slow things down for the Rocket Riders in the back as well. Okay, moving on to wave 12 of 12. Ladies and gents, this is absolutely crazy. I would say the waves leading up to this particular wave and the second to last wave are probably the hardest if you're doing barracks only. If you're not, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. And I guess you're just Giga Chad and big brain for not even attempting the darn challenge, because it's probably going to save you a few brain cells and your sanity. So here we go. Come on, Varric. I need you to target that Tin-Bearded Gunman. And with that, ladies and gents, I think we're on to the final phases of this particular battle. Let's go ahead and just drop a Soul Impact here. Just get rid of these stupid Smoke Beard Engineers. And I'm actually going to go ahead and also deploy the Warmongers. It should be Giga Chad against these guys. Nice. Click the mine carts. Don't forget about the mine carts. They suck, I know. Just click them and you'll be fine. And just make sure you micro carefully, okay? I found if you're doing challenges that you get stuck on and they seem hard, there's 2 rules to defeating any kind of challenge. 1, just get good at the game. Literally get good at the game. And 2, micro like crazy. But seriously, follow the second point more than the first one, because obviously that's just me kidding, and the second one is me being serious. Blackburn, hi, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing absolutely splendid. As we move on to Golden Brewery, level 4. Oh yeah. Now at this point, unfortunately, I think we are going to need to reset up our soul upgrades. And we should have 9 at this point, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because we're on the 4th level, so yeah. If we assign ourselves 3 per level, yes, I know they're not evenly distributed. I don't care. We're just going to do 3 per level, just like in the other games. So 3 here, 3 here, 2 here, and let's just go 1 here. So we have more OP reinforcements now. Let's go ahead and start the level. What do we got? Dwarf Bruisers and Warhammer Guards. Now this level's not going to be fun. You got a couple different strategies you can go for, but it's really hard to create adequate choke points at the right spots. So what I'm thinking about doing is these 4 towers here in the back are probably going to be our best bet. And then as far as down here is concerned, we could go for like here, here, and here. We could just go for here, 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 and here. Since the Orc Warrior's Den could kind of be in the range of both of these towers, we could micro over a Goblin War Zeppelin, which, speaking of, at this point we now are allowed to use tier 4 towers. So that's going to be Giga Chad. But I think I know what I want to go for as far as a strategy is concerned. So the first things first we got to do is grab ourselves an Orc Shaman and get him up to level 2. Now, why am I placing him here? This looks like a dumb spot, and it is, trust me. But we need anti-air. I cannot make the same mistake as I did last time on Kazan. Enough rambling. Let's just start the level. Who cares? Who cares about strategy? Rare Parrot. I don't know if that's like your alt name or just... What? Rare Parrot. Okay. Sometimes, man, people are just so random. I don't mean to harp on you, buddy. I'm sure it's got some meaning behind it. Or maybe if you're not from America, maybe English isn't your first language. I don't know. I'm trying to be weird. I don't understand what Rare Parrot means. Maybe you're drunk. Don't drink, kids. That's bad for you. Anyways. Oh wait, no, that's Tuma, not Blackburn. You don't have 7 TV. What? Now you're just saying even more random stuff. I mean, I have a TV, if that's what you mean. I barely use it. I don't really watch any shows on it. When I was younger and I lived with my parents, I used to. But then afterwards, I was just like, I don't watch anything anymore. It's just like nothing's good. No good shows are on. You know, everything that is decent just gets canceled. It's garbage, man. Absolute frogging garbage. Now here we go. Although, you know what I just realized? I'm a big fat idiot because I realized the reinforcements are way more OP than they used to be. So we could just use them for flying enemies and literally not have to worry about almost anything that's coming our way in the flying department. That kind of sucks. Man, I really wish I'd thought of that. But on the other hand, Orc Shamans are just, generally speaking, going to be great for dealing with everything that's coming our way. As far as like the Stonebeard Geomancers, yeah, they're going to be a little bit tough to deal with here. Let's go ahead and call this next wave early. Get ourselves a level 3 Orc Shaman, which should be able to handle all the enemies coming through the top path here. I'm actually going to go ahead and Soul Impact here. Unfortunately, it's a little bit weaker now. And I need to get Varuk down here. So we can go with that one. So there we go. He was able to clean him up nicely. Clean up on aisle 4. Now we need to start thinking about what are we doing for this area right here. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves an artillery tower. That's just going to be Giga Chad. And now we need to start worrying a little bit about the bottom path because unfortunately we got some enemies going down. I'm thinking something like, yeah, like Orc Warriors stand right here, maybe supported by another one. I don't know. Orc Shaman's gonna be good for single target DPS, just not dealing with crowds, which is kind of hard to do. You got these swarms of enemies coming in here, and I need to target that Sulfur Alchemist. Good job for Rook. Muy bueno. Come on, buddy. You got this. You're Giga Chad. You skip leg day every day. Tuma's saying, I'm gonna send a screenshot. Okay. You do that, buddy. Let's go ahead and use the Warmongers over here. And I'm thinking probably go for Rocket Riders level 2 right now. Just cause. There we go. Bazooka. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. I suppose a Goblin War something right here would be kind of nice. Now let's go ahead and just call in this next wave, honestly. Screw you guys. Soul Impact, go burr. And things are looking absolutely magnificent, folks. So here we go. Some Clockwork Spiders already making their first appearance. A little concerning. We should be able to hold them off for the most part. Especially with a level 3 Orc Shaman, these Cyclopters would be no issue for us, even if we didn't have our reinforcements. That tower would just basically be able to almost one-shot these guys. If it doesn't, and we get the crappy end of the stick, pardon my French, then, yeah, it would be a bad time of things. Especially considering, yeah, it has good range, but the Orc Shaman just attacks so damn slowly. Probably should have gone for level 4. That would have fixed the problem, I guess, to an extent. Even at level 4, they can't one-shot these guys, which, it's like, bro, come on. You should be able to. But whatever. Whatever. Anyways, enough rambling. Back to games. We're making Varuk get his steps in. We said, you skipped leg day, and now we're just going to make you walk across the map just only so you can go back and hopefully kill that Sulfur Alchemist. No, you numbnuts, you targeted the wrong enemy. Good job. All right, there we go. Nice, 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 nice. Sometimes it's really hard to get Varuk to target who you want him to target. And that can be a bit frustrating, especially when it's, you know, a high priority enemy such as those Sulfur Alchemists. You do not want them healing up the allied troops. That is for sure. Oh, dude, the Rocket Riders. Doing such good damage there to that group of Warhammer guards. Never thought I'd say that in my life, but yeah, they actually do a pretty decent job against crowds. With an artillery tower, that's kind of what they're meant there for. Ha-ha. Alright, let's go for level 4. This looks pretty good. I'm actually going to go ahead and drop a Soul Impact on these guys here. Screw you guys. Farouk is gonna... I can slash his way to victory over there. Clockwork Spiders almost like it through. I don't think so. I didn't invite you to the party earlier, and you're still not invited now. That's all I'm gonna say. I know your mother said you could come, but I'm saying you can't. For reasons that will be left undisclosed. What is this commentary, honestly? I've just gotten bored and I've started losing my sanity. This is the ramblings of a madman. Here we go. Orc Shamans. Ya yeet. But so far, these guys are actually doing pretty well. I really would have expected them to underperform. Okay? I know a lot of people harp on these towers, except for the Goblin War Zeppelin, because, you know, obviously everybody thinks that that thing is just the best thing since sliced bread got invented. But, like, in all seriousness, I don't think the greenskin towers are that bad when you use them in conjunction with each other. It's just that on their own, in vanilla gameplay, they kind of suck. But so far, they've actually been proving to be pretty versatile. I'm not going to lie. Now, we do need to start worrying about this bottom path here, and I think our first priority is a barracks to catch any quarry workers, which we're going to start seeing here pretty soon. Well, actually, we already did, but whatever. We don't want those leaking through on the bottom, so we were going to get some barracks here to stall. So here we go. And the other thing, too, I'm going to say, a little bit controversial here, Dark Knights are good in and of themselves, but if you do need, you know, numbers as opposed to troop quality, then the Orc Warriors Den is actually kind of the way to go. Because you get 3 units versus 2. Yes, they do have a longer respawn time, which kind of sucks, but it's whatever, man. It's whatever, man. So what are we going to do for the top? I don't know. The range on this is insane. That's all I know. Giga Chat. So now we have to start worrying about these Stonebeard Geomancers. And I actually kind of think a Goblin War Zeppelin right here at this spot, if we get it up to level 4, we micro this properly, it could do really good. Really, really good stuff. Especially down here if we make a choke point of sorts. Just kind of early, or I should say the late game. Is what I did. Why did you target the Stonebeard Geomancer? You numbnuts! Oh no, wait, okay, that's a problem. That is a problem. Okay, re-white people? Oh, hella. Oh no. Hey, Farouk. I'm gonna have to call this next wave early. Wow, okay, yeah. Good thing I built this just in time. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to get this up to level 3 ASAP Rocky. I'm honestly wondering if there's any wisdom in selling one of our towers that's not really doing anything at the back and kind of just going for the level 3 right off the bat. Is it worth it? I don't know. I think we can get away without doing that. Okay. Well, maybe not. We got a lot of enemies coming here. Okay, Farouk. Go ahead, heal up here real quick, bud. Nice. Okay, so we're doing okay. We're not doing great, but we're doing okay. All right. Wow. That was clutch. Like, I swear to God, sometimes I just have like a 5th instinct that tells me, you know what? It's time to build this tower at this point. And, yeah, that Stonebeard Geomancer is still kind of getting far. You know what I might do here? Weird as this sounds, we might have to go for a Orc Shaman to stun this guy. And then let's go ahead and upgrade the Orc Warriors Den here. How are we still alive? That's what I want to know. Like, bruh. Actually, bruh. Go ahead and micro you guys back. I don't want you engaging these guys in melee combat. Wow, that Orc Shaman is so good for stunning you guys. Damn. Actually. Okay, Farouk, come up here. Good job. You guys are doing great. Boy, Golthak taught you guys well. You know how to fight in combat, that's for sure. The question is, do we go for a Goblin War Zeppelin at level 4, or do we go for another level 4 Orc Shaman? Or level 3, excusez-moi. Apparently I don't even know my own levels, and I think we should probably get these guys over here. Nice. Thank God for this Rocket Riders tower in the back. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Goblin War Zeppelin OP! We're just gonna go for level 4 here. And let's actually go ahead and micro this over here. I mean, honestly, the abilities of the greenskin towers, for the most part, are actually pretty darn good. Really, the only one that I would say is somewhat questionable is the Rocket Riders. Because the price you're paying for this kind of damage is not good. It's no bueno. Oh, that is a problem. Okay, I just wasted that. Oops, whatever. Oh, that kind of sucks. Alright, here we go. Level 13 and 15, folks. We're doing okay. It's not great. I might get a Gobblerangs here for the spam of flying foes that's going to be coming at us here pretty shortly on this top path here. Yikes. Okay, you guys... Yep, you're all dead. Great. Beautiful. Will we see the Orc Warriors Den? I'm not even sure we're going to have enough time to make enough gold to get to that point, but we'll see. Pancake Man, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing splendid. I'm doing splendid. Alright, we're going to see how long we can hold this choke point here. Because this Goblin War Zeppelin about to put in work, ladies and gents. Watch this. Are you ready? Watch this. Here we go. It's going to be Giga Chad. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, dude, that's such good damage. Although this over here is not bueno. No bueno. Whereas this was bueno, that's no bueno. That's no bueno. Alright, there we go. Clockwork Spiders, you suck. Okay. You know what? I think we need Gobblerangs. Much though I hate to say it, I think we're just gonna have to, like... What do I want to do here? I don't know. Let's get Gobblerangs. This path has always proven to be the more difficult one to defend. That's the problem. It's kind of sus. Ding, 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 ding. What do we have? Cyclopters and Chompbots. And down here, we just have a crap ton of spam. Lots of Warhammer guards. And some, what should I call it? Alright, you know what? Let's just call this next wave. Let's use Soul Impact here to just clean this area out. Looks good. Come on, just get rid of the darn Tin Beard Gunman. I don't have time for this. Alright, there we go. Excellent. You know what's funny? The Gobblerangs tower is technically an archer tower, but I'm wondering if you could qualify it as artillery. Because if you think about it, it can hit both ground and air units at the same time, kind of like the Tesla X-104. Although artillery towers, by definition, aren't normally supposed to be able to hit both air and ground units at the same time. So maybe not. Varuk died! No F in the chat for Varuk. Ah, rip. A brave orc soldier has fallen today. He shall be missed. Alright, so here we go. These final three Stonebeard Geomancers. Just chilling here in the back. Kind of doing their thing. Wing. I'm actually going to go ahead and micro this over here. Are we okay? Top path? Yeah, we're fine. We are more than fine. We're doing Jim Dandy. Look at that. Get screwed, you sons of guns. OP, baby. Alright. But here we go. How are we going to deal with high armored foes on this next round? I don't know, but something tells me we are going to need some higher level reinforcements than the crappy ones we currently have. I meant to say Soul Impact, you know what I meant. Whatever. 8 here, and then this is going to be 10. Wait, hold up. I can't do math. 4 levels is 12. Yeah, 3 per level. So 3, 6. Weaker than I'd like them to be, but we don't really have a choice unless we want to just go for this. Honestly, you know what? Why don't we just do that? How much is this? This is 3, 6, 9. Counting with Pollux the Wise, be like. Alright. Let's go 1. Yeah, respawn time of heroes. That might be nice. Or the barracks improvement. That also looks good. I don't know. Trained Goonies. Well, I definitely think we need the Infernal Combustion here. Even if it's, you know, just a small amount. And let's just go for the barracks. Whatever. Let's go to the Clockwork Factory, ladies and gents. Not gonna lie. This is really gonna suck. This is gonna be a hard level. But the nice thing is, I already know what to do for the majority of it. You get magic and barracks on the left, and you get artillery and goblin rings on the right with a couple barracks. It's pretty easy. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with an artillery tower. Which one, you ask? I have no idea. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah, you know what? Screw this. Let's go. Let's do this. We are going to need to be a little bit cognizant of the smoke green engineers, unfortunately. That's kind of going to suck. And our reinforcements don't have a ranged attack, which means we're not going to be able to buy as much time as we would be able to normally against things like Mechadors, which are obviously going to prove to be very probable. But here we go. Let's go ahead here. I think our first priority here is to get ourselves a Orc Warriors Den. Oh, you know what else I just realized? Flying enemies. Yeah, we're going to need to be cognizant of those as well. But I think a level 2 artillery and level 1 barracks should be enough to hold this right side well. In the back, what I think we're going to probably want to go for is, like, Orc Shaman, maybe? It's a little bit risky. You know what? I wonder if I made a huge mistake here by not going for air towers. That actually was really dumb. Again, I outplayed myself here. Okay. Chomp bots. Nice. Not nice. This is actually really bad. I went for a dumb Soul Impact upgrade. I guess we'll just get Goblin Rings here. But if we don't have level 2 towers on both sides, at least by the end of, like, you know, the next couple waves, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Just a little bit of trouble. But I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to pull this off. We'll just have to wait and find out. Okay. Micro like crazy. Yeah, see, we already have 2 Cyclopters to deal with on this wave, which kind of is... It's going to suck, man. It really is going to suck. Also, I'm going to need to... Oh, no. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Okay. That... Ignore that. That's fine. We're okay. You saw nothing. Don't panic. We're fine. Oh, God. Okay. What are we doing here? Oh! That artillery tower could have clutched. No, wait, hold up. Quickly. Yep, that's good. Oh, man. Oh, God. Okay, okay. Well, well, damn. Oh, you kidding me? 3 HP, come on. No way. Throw your Goblin Rings. You suck. Alright, so... Lesson learned, kids. Keep your reinforcements upgraded. They are OP. Alright, so how much did we get? This is 8. 9. It's so dumb. 12. I'm fucking angry. Can we get an F in the chat, boys? Just a small F. Alright, you know what? Enough screwing around. We're gonna get a level 2 Orc Shaman to start things off right. This should have enough range to cover the back. And the reinforcements will now be a little more OP. That was just embarrassing. It's all the tower's fault. See, what did I tell you? Goblin and Orc Horde towers just suck. But realistically, I did have a pretty dumb set of upgrades. I should have kept the reinforcements upgraded. They're so versatile in this game. Helion Tridents, I don't understand why you would ever want to use the Demon Guards over the Helion Tridents. They're just... Helion Tridents are so good. Ranged attacks that set enemies on fire briefly. There's nothing completely broken or OP about that. It's just like, bruh. Well, Ellen. Almost got through there. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go for a level 3 Orc Shaman, honestly. Maybe even level 4? I don't know. Because I want good anti-air. But the problem is, right now, we're going to just struggle against regular waves of enemies because of the fact we don't have any crowd control. Which kind of sucks. But I'm wondering if Varuk maybe needs to be the primary source of dealing with those chomp bots. Because last time I remember, those were what were about to leak through. Yeah, so that looks good. And then just kind of have Varuk deal with the chomp bots. Alright. There we go. We got another Smokebeard Engineer coming out this next wave. This is where things are going to get a little bit tricky. I basically need Varuk to handle every single Smokebeard Engineer that he comes across, because the problem is, if we leave those guys alive, they're just going to keep healing the damn chomp bots. And that's a problem. Oh, come on. Kill him. Wow. See, even with all of that, he still almost made it through. Are you kidding me? No. Stop healing him. You're not reviving any chomp bots today. You do not pass go, sir. You do not collect 200. This is not Monopoly. And yeah, Orc Shaman is able to clean up nicely on aisle 5. And let's see here. What do we got? Okay. By some miracle, we're still alive. Okay, never mind. What I just said, that is completely inaccurate. We're gonna die. So we've got the Stonebeard Geomancer here, which kind of sucks. Making his way downtown with absolutely no regard for whether or not we care whether he's supposed to be here or not. Let's go ahead and go for artillery now. And I think maybe even an Orc Warrior's Den right here might be nice. So yeah, we can just stall this area here. Deal some good damage. Nice stun Varuk. Let's just go ahead and soul impact this group here. Alright, come on. Kill him quickly, quickly, quickly. No, you numbnuts. You're not supposed to engage in melee combat. You white people. Okay. There's enemies that just keep tanking for him. Can we kill him? Yes, we can. But this is a problem. Wow, that got close. Yeah, hey, Varuk, do you want to stall? Thanks, bud. Great job. Alright, Rocket Rider's level 2. That should help decently. We're going to need to keep our barracks here pretty close to the front here so that this Orc Shaman can focus on the left side. And the question here is, do we focus anti-air firepower on one side or the other on that mega spam Cyclopter wave? That's going to be a problem. How do we deal with this? Now they're sending Clockwork Spiders at us. This is just nuts. Dumb as this sounds, I kind of want to go for another barracks here. Screw it, you know what, we're going to do it. And then probably support it with like a Goblin War Zeppelin. Here we go. What would you guys say is your favorite green skin tower? Personally, I think I like the Goblin War Zeppelin, just from how versatile it is. But if I have to pick something that's a little more utilitarian against just everything, in terms of enemy variety, etc., probably got to go with the Orc Shaman. Because of the stun mechanic. Okay. I'm going to trust this Rocket Rider here to clean up these Clockwork Spiders, and if it doesn't, I'm going to be very froggy. Never mind, it did its job. Good job. You did great. Your mother would be proud of you. Okay, that's good. Here we go. This looks good. Ah, yes. Okay, so now we're going to start seeing... I believe at this point, some whatchavcallits, the mecha dwarves. Oh no, how's the right side looking? Are we okay over here on aisle 5? I think we're okay. Okay, let's go for this. 10. Do I go for another Orc Shaman? Probably. We could go for a barracks. And like this tower spot right here might be nice. Support it with like a Goblinoid or Goblin War Zeppelin or something. For those of you who don't know, Goblinoids actually have a really useful ability. At level 4, you can purchase a middle path upgrade that allows them to have a chance on every single attack, no cooldown whatsoever needed, to stun enemies. Which for guys like this that are really beefy, that's pretty OP. That's all I gotta say. Let's go ahead and start working on another Orc Shaman. Nice. Okay, this is where things are gonna get a little bit hectic. I'm gonna need to micro like a pro. Let's see how much damage this thing does. 4 to 20 magic damage is not a lot. Nice stun. Oh no, it's the mega Cyclopter wave. The nice thing is if you have enough Orc Shamans timed correctly, they can basically perma-stun certain units such as this Mecha Dwarf before he has a chance to attack Farouk. Nice, okay, great. He summoned his goblins here. This looks good. I might just call this next wave a little bit early. It's risky, but I think we can afford to do it. Okay, come on. Demons, I need you to throw your spears. Alright. Just been keeping this Mecha Dwarf up at the top here for a good while. This looks so far pretty darn good. Got a lot of Cyclopters here we're dealing with, but reinforcements OP, baby. We're just taking them out. Rook's had a nice chance to heal quite a bit. Okay, but the Cyclopters are kind of breaking through. I don't have much health, but... oh no. There we go. Wow, Baruch's just done a phenomenal job keeping this guy in one area. We're going to slowly start letting him down, though. So I want him to get in range here of the mage towers. I don't think we can contain these Cyclopters any longer. They're just going to go wherever they please. We're just going to need to use reinforcements to rely on cleaning up this side of the map here. Please, Orc Shaman, don't fail me now. There you go. Good job. Oh my gosh, we got through the Mega Flying Wave. What a save! And I think these 2 towers should be enough to clean up this particular aisle. I hope. So there we go. Got rid of that Mecha Dwarf. Alright, but here comes some more Chomp Bots. Now we have these darn Sulfur Alchemists to deal with again. They suck, man.
Kinda sus.
Let's go ahead and get rid of the Chomp Bots here.
Oh, hella.
Well, this is why we have 2 barracks in place, because unfortunately we need to buy time for this stupid thing to shoot anyways. And it's a little confusing to figure out when to upgrade it and when not to. Oh, screw it. We're just going to go for level 4. That's going to help out Giga Chat amount against these Chomp Bots. Always looking to mess things up. I don't like the Chomp Bots, man. Low-key one of the most annoying enemies in the franchise, in my personal opinion. Not necessarily, like, impossible to deal with, it's just they're annoying. In challenges, anyways. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and put the Warmongers here. Grab ourselves our Goblin War Zeppelin, which is just going to be great. Look at that. Now we got to start worrying about the left side a little bit. Chomp bots, smokebeard engineers, and tin beard gunmen. Yikes. So how do we deal with this? Go ahead and grab ourselves probably a level 4 Orc Shaman over here as well. Now the reason we haven't really gone for any of the abilities of these towers is because we haven't needed them. We might in some of the later levels, just from the sheer number of enemies we're going to come across. But for the most part... Okay, hold up a minute. Nice. Good job, Orc Shaman. You did a great job there. We have enough exactly for level 4. Right before those chomp bots died, which kind of sucks. But... Nope. Hella. There we go. Come on, Varuk. Need you to stall. Good job. Excellent. Staggered those chomp bots just perfectly. We were able to take them out. So far, not too many issues. I'm gonna go ahead and soul impact this group though. And now we're gonna need to install one of those smokebeard engineers. What do we get from this bottom path? Probably like a barracks here. Just to buy our towers more time to deal a little bit more damage. Alright. Quill Peterson, welcome to the stream. Do you try to save as much money when first starting the waves? I mean, I guess that's a great question. I mean, it really just depends on, you know, if you're playing the game vanilla, what strategy you're using, what towers you're using. Obviously, if you're going to go for expensive towers, such as the Goblin War Zeppelin or the Rocket Riders, I mean, man, it's all kind of just dependent on your playstyle. Kind of wish I could give you a better answer than that, but unfortunately, I just don't have one. Unfortunately. Alright, so here we go. Let's get this tin beard gunman dude out of the way. Now, I'm not really so worried about the mechas because I have good magic damage at this point. I'm more concerned about just mostly smokebeard engineers and this right side potentially being a problem. Gotta be a little bit careful. Okay, yeah, use soul impact at the right time, that's for sure. You're getting chain stunned, which is great. Love to see that all day, every day. And we have some more Cyclopters coming in, 12 of them. Yikes. Okay, that's a bit concerning, just simply because of the fact that we're going to need to waste reinforcements on the side to help defend. I don't know if any Smokebeard Geomancers come down this right path. I'm pretty sure most of them come down the left. And did this mecha even get to the barracks in the back? Probably not. I'd be surprised if he did, but, like, actually, that's kind of cool. We were able to defend that. That was insane. Now, we need to figure out what are we doing for this path here against magic-resistant enemies. I'd like to go Gobblerangs. It's not going to be in a great spot for them. I guess here is fine. I don't know. This is actually kind of concerning. Let's go. You guys here, we're going to upgrade this barracks just to provide a little bit of stalling support. All right, good. Does seem like we were able to take care of that first wave of Cyclopters, but... Oh, man. You guys are looking real scary over here. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade this barracks here. Yeah, I should have gone for damage. Dang it. It's scary. I'm almost wondering, is it worth it to put Varuk over here to help? Just clean up these Stonebeard Geomancers. And now we put you guys down here. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and call this next wave early. Dumb as that may sound, but... Go ahead and put the Warmongers over here. Hopefully help clutch some of these Cyclopters. And that looks great. Nicely done. We're going into wave 14 of 15, the second to last one of this level. Hopefully there's not really any more flying enemies in the final wave. I don't think there are, but... Haha, thanks. Do you still play Frontiers? I restarted that game. It's a lot harder than before. Yeah, I still play Frontiers. I was actually playing it with a friend pretty recently. I'd say maybe like 4 or 5 hours ago. Oh no! Wait, that Smokebeard Engineer is about to slip through. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. You know what I think we need for these smoke or Stonebeard Geomancers? I think we just need more raw single target DPS. So I'm gonna go for another Orc Shaman. And we're gonna put Varuk over here. But yeah, Frontiers is an interesting game. I have to unfortunately say it's probably my least favorite Kingdom Rush game. I actually, weird as this may sound, I like Vengeance more than I do the Frontiers. Because A, Frontiers challenges are a lot harder than Vengeance, okay? Because this game is so easy, right? It's like piss poor easy. But in Frontiers, it's actually a challenge, okay? When you play on Veteran, you feel Veteran. Veteran mode feels like Veteran mode. Which honestly is, it's like a reason I have a love-hate relationship with. Chunky Rush, hello, welcome to the stream. Damian Vershine, hello, welcome to the stream. Hold up, let me read the chat real quick. Are you going to do a video on the new hero before everyone else? You mean the one that they're going to release for Kingdom Rush 1, or do you mean the one for Vengeance and the update that's coming this Tuesday? So if the answer is for Vengeance, then the answer is no. If you're talking about for Kingdom Rush 1, then yes, I will most definitely probably take a sneak peek at, well, maybe not before everybody else, but I will definitely check out the new hero that they're going to be doing for Kingdom Rush 1. Okay, are you kidding me? Bruh, this Frog and Smokebeard Engineer just absolutely refused to die, which is kind of hilarious, honestly. Okay, no, that's no bueno. Ah, you stupid numbnuts, you're killing the chomp bots and stuff. No. No, don't attack the mecha. White people! Okay, anyways. There we go. Got rid of that. And I think, yeah, this level's pretty much a GG. We didn't even need to upgrade this to a Goblin War Zeppelin, although we honestly probably should have. But whatever, because you know what, guys? We're almost through the Froggen level. No, 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 sir. You do not get to it past go. Do not collect 200. Do not revive this mecha, good sir. Okay, I'm a little concerned about the Sulfur Alchemist. No, 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 no. Nope, nope, nope. You don't repair that mecha. No, who do you think you are? Frickin' Bill Gates or something? I don't even know. That doesn't make sense. Whatever. Let's just soul impact you numbnuts and get through this level. Tuma's saying new hero. Oh yeah, you didn't hear about the update? They're celebrating Kingdom Rush's 10th anniversary. I know it's a little bit late for that, but still. Ironhide's decided to release a hero to commemorate the 10-year mark. Even though we're actually past that, but it's whatever. They're just a little late by, like, you know, several months, but it's neither here nor there. What if your name was Tony Stark, but instead of being a Giga Chad, you were a midget who built yourself a literal freaking throne and said, hey, this is going to be my battle suit. This is like the Hulk versus, you know, well, actually, yeah, it kind of is the Hulk versus Iron Man. Because Varuk is kind of like the Hulk, so, you know, this is like that scene from the Avengers movies where he goes up against the bigger version of, you know, the suit. Yes, I'm aware of the fact I just made myself very clearly not an avid Marvel watcher. That doesn't even make sense. Whatever. Anyways, what are we going to do for this particular level, you ask? Absolutely great question. I have no idea. But I do know that a little birdie told me if you use a Goblin War Zeppelin in just the right spot, you can actually increase the range of certain other towers. So I got to think about this. What am I going to go for? I'm thinking a Goblin War Zeppelin right here might be nice. Mages are actually going to be really strong in this particular level. And I'm honestly kind of tempted to just do a mostly Orc Shaman showcase for this, so you guys can see the abilities. I don't know what to go for here. Yeah, Hulkbuster versus Hulk. Thank you. I couldn't remember the damn name of it. It's a very unique hero that is a very new concept. Yeah, on December 16th is when we get the new Kingdom Rush 1 hero. I think it's only for Android, isn't it? Or is it for Steam as well? I forget. Is it better to build fewer towers and have them upgraded than have a bunch of towers and a few upgraded? Great question. So it actually depends on which Kingdom Rush game you're playing. In Origins, go for the high-level stuff. In Vengeance, do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter that much. Again, this game is so easy. It really just doesn't matter. But, I mean, if I have to give you a definitive answer, go for tier 4 towers. In Kingdom Rush 1, that might be the one game where it's actually better to go for low-level tower spam. Just because the expensive upgrades for the tier 4 towers are very noticeable. And as far as Frontiers is concerned, go for tier 4 towers. I mean, especially if you're getting something like Battle Mecha, you want to go for the Wasp missiles and stuff. Just go for tier 4. It's so much better. What are we doing for this level? Enough rambling. You know what? Screw this. We'll start the level. I'll figure it out on the way. Orc Shamans. Orc Shamans. Also Orc Shamans. I can't make up my mind. That's kind of sad. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. For sure on this side, we're going to do Orc Warrior's Den right here. That looks beautiful. And then for this, what are we going to do for you, good sir? I'm pretty sure we're going to need a barracks at the back here as well. And I think we'll probably go for, I don't know, Orc Shaman, question mark? Yeah, Orc Shaman seems reasonable. You don't want to save up too much money in this particular level, okay? Because what happens is, Bulgur will actually end up stealing some of that cash if you save up too much. So you don't want to do that. I'm surprised how many of you late-night owls are watching these live streams. It seems like when I normally live stream during the day, I don't get as many viewers. Again, not that I really care about the number of viewers that I get. I just find it interesting to like see the different time zones that people are in, but a lot of you seem to prefer and favor when I play at night as opposed to during the day. Now, I don't know. Maybe that's just when the only time you have time to watch a live stream is if you're bored and it's like 2 in the freaking morning. For me, it's 1:30 a.m. right now. But I don't know. Again, time zones, it's just interesting to note. Nothing crazy. It's just kind of cool. Nice. Orc Shaman OP. Go brrr. Nice. Nice. Alright, let's call this next wave. Oh, hello. How are we looking down here? Alright. You, good sir. Are you gonna die? Probably. No, you numbnuts, don't go into melee combat. Avoid people. Okay, never mind. That's good. Moi, moi, moi. Now let's go ahead and soul impact this Cyclopter, because screw you guys. You suck. Alright, anyways. Orc Shaman's level 4. 30? Wait. What? 35 to 190. Did that seem lower to you guys before? Feels like it did. What the heck did I upgrade? I don't think I upgraded any of the tower abilities. Except maybe the barracks that have more health. Nah, I wouldn't notice that. It's weird. I would have thought this was lower. Visual glitch? Question mark? I don't know. Next wave. Here we go. Third of the way through this level. I'm a bit of a night owl. It depends on how much sleep I will make. Normally it will be 7 hours at most. Oh, lucky. Wish I could get that much sleep these days, honestly. I really, truly do. What are we going to go for here? There's a lot of good things we can go for, actually. All right, now this side. I really got to figure out what I'm doing. Like, this wave is just piss easy, okay? First of all, there should be, like, double the number of chomp bots coming down this lane, all right? Yeah, tell me what's your price. I'll tell you what the price is, buddy. How about you fix the game? Let's do some balance updates, Ironhide. That would just be spec-froggin-tacular. That would be really great. Sulfur Alchemist, you're no problem. Like, this game is just so easy. I have to, like, intentionally think of ways to make this game hard. And that's a problem. I shouldn't have to. Okay? I should just be able to easily pick something out and just be like, oh, that's going to be a challenge. And just know what it is right off the bat. But when I have to stop and think about it, that's no more. Come on, do you know how much it costs to clean this place? I love the voice lines. They make absolutely 0 sense. They're hilarious, and therefore they're perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and just massacre this guy's health bar. Look at that. Those warmongers, just so you guys know... Oh, I can't click on them. Damn it. I wish I could. It sucks. Oh, well, you'll get to see them perform here in just a second. But they have, like, an absolutely frogging ridiculous amount of ranged attack damage. It's just nuts. Here we go. Let's stagger these a bit here in a second once these Stonebeard Geomancers get into range. 29 to 43. Is that melee or range damage? It's one of the two. But I just know they deal Giga Chad's amounts of ranged attack damage. It's pretty cool. Oh no, I'm sitting on gold. Quickly spend it on something. Uh-oh. Before Bulgur steals it. No. Jack the Larturns, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing absolutely frogging splendid, my man. But yeah, I think Goblinoids at tier 4 are probably going to be the way to go here. As for you guys, yeah, just buy time for the Orc Shamans to deal some damage. Nice. I think in this particular level, we are actually going to go ahead and try testing out the abilities of these towers and seeing how well they do. Let's go ahead and just call the next wave early. It's going to literally just be Dwarf spam. Dwarf Berserker spam. It's pretty darn easy to deal with. You literally just get any kind of artillery tower or even just the Goblin Rings. Handle these guys pretty darn fucking well. Here we go. You guys go here. Yeet. Just yeet the Soul Impact. Just yeet the Yaryeetus yeet. Oh, no. You don't get to do that. And then we don't even have to worry about this guy because, you know, obviously he's a mecha. We have magic on the bottom, so we don't need to worry about that. What are we going to do for this bottom path, though, as far as crowd control is concerned? I'm thinking Rocket Riders. Goblin War Zeppelin would also be kind of nice. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe a Rocket Rider's here to defend this right lane in terms of splash. It's a little bit slower firing, but still pretty good. And then over here, we'll do a Goblin War Zeppelin. Let's do it. Let's go. So far, almost 2/3 of the way through this level, ladies and gents, and we are looking pretty Jim Dandy. How does he steal gold? I never knew that there was a mechanic like that. Oh, great question. So yeah, if you save up too much gold in the level, Bulgur will end up stealing it. Now, I don't think he does it during the boss fight once he gets into his chair and starts making his way down the path. But yeah, he will steal your gold. If it gets over a certain amount, I don't know how much the exact amount is, but I know he's capable of doing it. I've seen him do it before. That's all I can really tell you, unfortunately. I don't have the exact specific numbers on how it works. Kind of wish I did. I also like how there's just these massive gaping holes in the floor. It's kind of like right here where my cursor is, and over here. That's kind of funny to me. I'm just like, okay, why? Somebody just bother not to repair the damn place? Like, come on, people, let's get it together. They're just like, yeah, we meant to hire a cleaning crew, and they never showed up. They just were like, we're going to take the day off work. Jim called in sick. Bob called in sick. Everybody called in sick. Even your mother called in sick. She didn't really, but it's okay. Smoke Grid Engineer, you're no problem. What do we got to worry about on the bottom path here? These chop bots, man. I'm telling ya. They're just frogging annoying. But thankfully, Goblin Rings are OP. Let's go ahead and get a tier 3 here. Honestly, the biggest problem in these Dwarven levels with these towers is dealing with the Stonebeard Geomancers, because they have so much durability if you put them in melee combat. And unless you go for Orc Shamans, which are generally just slow and expensive to build, there's no other really great way of dealing with these guys. I mean, yeah, Goblin War Zeppelin works, but jeez, it's... I don't know, man. It is what it is. Go. Tier 4 tower, go brrr. Nicely done. 50 to 100 damage per bomb. I think that's like Arc Druid Henge speed right there from Origins. I don't know if you guys ever used that particular artillery tower. It's quite good. You should. If you haven't, you should. It's more fun. Now, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to group you two here. We're probably going to go for Goblin Rings right here to defend both these paths. Let's just go ahead and call this next wave. Already 2/3 of the way through. We're roughly a little over that, but I also hate how these guys can target enemies or units over here on this side of the path. It kind of sucks. Shouldn't be able to. I mean, Well, okay, maybe I guess it makes sense. They're guns. They're supposed to have considerable range, but whatever. Did you just say Goblins are OP? Yeah, you damn right I did. I said Goblins are OP. Ice Cult is the worst hero in the franchise. Ooga booga 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 booga. Yes, I'm aware of the fact that I act like a child sometimes. You know what? I don't care. In every boy, there is a man waiting to come out, and in every man, there is a boy who never did get to come out. That's all I'm gonna say. Make sure you enjoy life, people, because you have no idea how quickly it's gonna grow to a point where you just kind of can't anymore. I mean, already at work, I haven't uploaded really much of anything at all this weekend in the way of videos or live streams. A, because I've been working on the video project for the Army Analysis trailer. And also B, just because work and school has been taking up the majority of my time. Now, I'm almost done with the semester of school. I'm waiting to get my grades back for my finals. Hopefully I did well. But unfortunately, I also just haven't had enough sleep. I've just been so frogging tired, and I really didn't have the energy to make videos. Alright, so here we go. Ice Cult, you're so frogging dead. Yeah, right. You know what's funny, though? The sad thing about Ice Cult is the fact that for such an OP broken hero, the hilarious thing is he would literally die to the dwarves. Okay? Because the dwarves have Tesla. They have Battle Mecha. Battle mechas with wasp missiles that have basically unlimited range. So you mean to tell me that Ice Cult, who could basically freeze everything and anything on the screen, at least as far as enemies are concerned, is going to die to a single tower? I mean, that's kind of meh, man. Like, I know I've gone over this before, and y'all can just bash me in the chat for this, but I don't like the dragons. They're not okay. They're not great. I don't like them. They're not balanced. There's nothing good about them. Here we go. Flying heroes are so strong, that's why I hate them. Yeah, I mean, to a limited extent. Or not limited extent. The majority of the time, I would say that's true. There are some flying heroes that are just absolutely doo-doo. Ashbite, I'm looking at you, buddy. Okay, we need to quickly take care of this. Okay, good. Alright, so Varuk, I'm gonna need you to hold a choke point here, right where this Rocket Rider's tower is. And then, as far as, like, Bulgur himself is concerned, I gotta figure out what the heck I'm doing for Bulgur. What are we gonna do for Bulgur? We could just form a choke point right by his spawn point and just murder him there. There's actually a lot of easy ways to get through this level. It's when you let Bulgur get along the path here, kind of like in this middle route here, where the mechas start stacking up with him, that's when you're going to run into a problem. Because each one of those has over 1,600 health. You do not want the mechas stacking with Bulgur. That's when this level becomes almost impossible to deal with. And that's just no point. So the way I recommend dealing with it, you've got a couple options. You could go for Mage Spam, because that's just going to clean up the mechas in general. They were a problem to begin with, or not. Artillery is not going to really be that important. You need single target DPS. And the artillery, while it's strong, it's very slow. It doesn't provide that. Now, the same thing could be said for the mages, but at least they're dealing more damage. Well, maybe not. I don't know. 50 to 100 versus 35 to 190. It's still pretty decent. Yeah, it's RNG base, but majority of the time, Orc Shamans deal way higher damage as opposed to low damage, so is what it is. I'm sitting on too much cash. I need to spend it. What are we going to spend it on? Rocket Riders. That's what we're going to spend it on, because it does have good range. It does have some pretty frogging good range. We're actually going to go ahead and just set out the next wave. It's the final wave, by the way. So if you guys are getting bored, we're about to encounter the first boss. Honestly, Bulgur's a bit of an egotistical jerk. Yeah, he's a boss. Most bosses are, but Not necessarily the boss of your job, per se, but still. It's okay, we all make mistakes, or just... Mr. Perfect Cell. Hi, welcome to the stream. Who is he talking to? Yeah, everyone. I'm talking to everybody in the chat. I don't know if you know how well the live stream works, but I'm talking to the audience. It's kind of cool how that works. All right, Baruch, I need you to clutch the bottom here. These mechas are kind of making it a little bit far. I mean, if you want to watch a silent Kingdom Rush gamer, you could look up Murasaki Kimadori. He doesn't talk during his videos. I don't think MMLH does either. I'm trying to think of some other examples. Right side's been holding itself off pretty darn well. I do need to worry about these Smokebeard engineers here real quick. And I think with that, ladies and gents, we've just about frog and finished this level. Okay, let's go ahead and separate you two out. I actually want to buy some time to the Orc Shamans to deal with this one mecha here in the front. And there we go. Piece of cake. Get ourselves a level 4 Orc Shaman here. And I think the next thing we're probably going to want to do... What do we want to do? We can go for a Goblin War Zeppelin here. Nice, we're at 0 gold. I am broke, and I have no gold. Nice. We've only got level 1 barracks. Great. Let me pause this real quick here for a second before we start the boss fight. Let's see here. Oh, Chunky Rush saying, sorry, I accidentally left the stream. Oh, no. That's no bueno. Bosses in Kingdom Rush Vengeance is easy. OMG, I just realized how cringe that sounded. I apologize. Thought you were talking to someone in Discord, but they were muted. No. You're good, dog. You good. Every tower has something better than the other, so nothing are really useless. Yeah. I mean, hey, that makes sense to me. But here we go, guys. It's boss time. Bulgur, unfortunately, is not the easiest boss in the world. Okay. How do we deal with this boss? Keeping my eye on that Cyclopter there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to stall those mechas so the Smokebeard engineers get out in front. I'm going to go ahead and micro this guy over here. This looks good. Just in case this is any kind of a problem for us. There we go. Looks good. Feels even better. Come on. Yep, there you go. Good job. Nope, you can't revive anybody. Screw off. There we go. Let's go ahead and use Baruch here. We're going to very carefully micro around the boss. And the idea here is to hopefully stall him in one spot. Give everybody else time to, slip right on past. That's exactly what we wanted. Excellent. So yeah, the mechas are all pretty much dead. There are still some more, though. Which kind of sucks, but... I'm going to go ahead and, bring you guys over here. It does seem like we are actually struggling a little bit on the bottom here, so I'm going to briefly micro to the bottom here. Oh, no. Okay, well, I did not expect there to be any more enemies coming down this one lane here, so let's micro one of the barracks back. We're going to briefly have to put Rook over here. Although I think we pretty much got this level in the bag. Let's go ahead and sell this. Upgrade this. Soul Impact here. I think we've got this guy in the bag. Yoit! I think Hosinez had aware of saying all heroes depends on how you play. I didn't even say a way of saying it. It's probably just a misspell. Damn autocorrect. Whatever. We're on to the next level. Who cares? All right, what do we got? 18 soul upgrades. Nice. Did I even spend the 3 from last time? What was this? This was 8. I think, like, yeah, who cares? I don't remember. Okay, so we have 18 to work with this time. 9 here, so that's 9 gone. I guess just this? Huh. That's weird. What did I not have from last time? It's whatever, man. Northerner's Outpost. I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit of an interesting level. In that, it's not really a lot of great choke points. I'll go ahead and grab you guys here. Now, you know what's actually going to be really good for this level? Goblinoids. Let me explain why. Choke points. There's a lack of them. But Goblinoids have good crowd control, and this level just spams enemies at you. Like, big time. Big time. So we just have to find the appropriate choke point and just hold everybody. Jake, hi, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, my man. Omar's saying greenskins. 4 towers have greenskins. Actually, no, there's 5. There's Gobblerangs, Orc Warrior Den, Orc Shaman, Rocket Riders, and the Goblin Boys up there. So it's 5, not 4. Although, should I really have bought the trolls if we're only using greenskin towers? Probably not. But you know what? I don't care. We're still using them anyways. It'd be insulting if we did. Really, this is the only troll tower. It's just a mercenary tower. It's kind of sad, but the thing is, yeah, the trolls are very primitive in the way of technology, so I wouldn't have really expected them to have a tower, unless the game was going to be like, you know, Swamp Thing-esque, where you have like a tower that's like the Swamp Thing, except it's a troll breaker, but it's just a barracks unit. It doesn't have the archer mechanic. It's just a single troll breaker with like reduced stats from the original game, but it's still insanely strong and it can regenerate its HP. Like, that would have been a great idea for a tower. And honestly, I'm kind of disappointed they didn't do something more with this. Like, maybe even have the ability to purchase like a troll chieftain so you could boost the other trolls in the mercenary tower. That would have been cool. I also feel like frontier units should have gotten a little bit more representation. They have the deep devils, but it's like, those are like meh. Yeah, why did you buy the trolls? To be honest, trolls were conquered a while ago in the first game, so I wouldn't expect too much. That's true. Careless Whisper level. That's funny. Trolls would probably have like a barracks tower similar to the orcs and a counterpart to the barbarians tower. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Alright. So we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to move Varuk over here. Gobblerangs, they're just insanely good. They're not... I wouldn't say they're OP by any means, but they are pretty darn good. Alright, so here we go. You guys going to be able to clean up in the back. Come on, trolls. Don't fail me now. Good job. They deal 15 to 20 melee damage. That's pretty nice. Now we have these stupid troll... Or not troll. Northern Huntresses, which honestly are just... cancer. That suck. Now to think of War Champion as the real Kingdom Rush master. You know what? Seriously, he is. Honestly, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I believe War Champion to be the best Kingdom Rush player in the world. Okay? Better than Voduk, better than MMLH, better than anybody. Because he's just done some stuff that's been absolutely insane. That's not to say nobody else can do it, but for real, I mean, you guys try taking your average Joe Schmo casual gamer. Play Pandemonium, No Lives Lost, on Veteran, with Barracks only, and Magnus Spellman. And tell me how many attempts it takes you to beat it before you finally do. Or better yet, just even if you can beat it. I mean, I've got over 2,000 hours in this darn franchise, and I can't even beat this stupid thing. Also, I'm pretty sure these guys are going to go straight down. Maybe not. I was worried there for a second, so I'm moving the trolls closer so they can cover this cross path. Now, the Northern Huntresses are very annoying. Like I said, they deal lots of fast, quick, very powerful ranged attacks. There's an easy way to deal with these guys. Literally just group them up, soul impact. Kaboom! Kaboom! And then you just send Varuk in to kind of assassinate here and there. But if you let the group get too large, yeah, it's going to spell bad news for you. For now, now, however, we're just focused on building up our defenses down here. And so far, they're doing pretty good. I've not had too many issues. Wyverns are also going to be a problem in this level because they get spammed like crazy. Oh, did we get the achievement? Nice. I think we already did, but still. Oh, no. Okay. Varuk, I need you to handle the Northern Huntresses. But yeah, like I was saying, Varuk is... Or, not Varuk. Get my names mixed up here. War Champion is just honestly one of the most skilled Kingdom Rush gamers I've ever seen. I mean, the guy's got an in-depth knowledge of the game that just is insane. He understands when to use things. He has insane micro skills. It's just frogging ridiculous how good this guy is at the game. It's nuts. Like, actually. Now, thankfully, Bulgar is not here or present to steal all of our gold, so I'm going to start working on building some defense up here. Got these two Goblins over here on this side of the map. Is it just me, or do reinforcements and summonable troops and vengeance despawn really quickly? Yes, I would agree with that 100,000%. They do. Anything that you spawn in this game, just from your, hero or whatnot, even just barracks, they take a while to respawn. That is 100% accurate. All right, come on, Varuk. There you go. Good job, buddy. Nope. Come on. Eh. Throw those axes, trolls. Do your duty to your country. There we go. Good job. I'm gonna go ahead and put some reinforcements here. Again, because I can never remember whether these guys over here are going to come down this right path here or just go straight. And we're going to need to start worrying about that very soon, unfortunately. I should go for the bees because that's going to be great for crowd control, but unfortunately, we're just kind of in a bit of a gold star level at this point. Despite all the enemies being spammed at us, we just kind of have to rely on the tier 4 towers themselves. That's all we get. Now, this wave, they are going straight down, I just noticed. So, let's get another tower going over here, and kind of just go from there. There we go. Soul Impact this group here. I don't remember when Wyverns come out, but it's going to be pretty soon. I'm scared. Mom, come pick me up. There's some Northern Vikings outside the front door that are trying to get in. Here we go. Warmonger is OP. And Jack the Lantern saying no ideas. Yeah. It's that awkward moment in the chat when everybody's silent and just thinking, what the heck is wrong with this guy? Honestly, a lot of things, but at least admit my faults. Here we go. I really do think this tower is just somewhat slightly underrated. I know when I tried spamming it, we failed miserably on the Clockwork Factory, but I am still trying to get past that level so we can make that live stream eventually happen and become a reality. Fun fact, the Glacial Wolves freezing mechanic is actually limited to only 2 targets, and it only has a % chance of happening. I think it's like 30%. Maybe 30, 33, something like that. I think that's what it was. But it's not guaranteed. I do know that much. Yeah, Goblinoids are pretty darn good in this game. You have to understand how to use them and when to go for tier 4s versus the other tiers. Because I will admit, they are pretty slow in attack. But their damage is still pretty decent. Oh no. Okay, those Northern Huntresses, you guys are going to be okay, right? Right. White people. Re. Okay, let's go ahead and get this in the back, just for insurance purposes. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Good stuff. Now, something that I do plan on doing once I've finally gotten the army analysis video done and out of the way, I do plan on bringing back the enemy analysis series, just the individual enemies, like I was doing before at the start of this channel's creation. I am also going to start bringing back the subscriber feature series, where basically I play through a Kingdom Rush game, but I have my subscribers tell me how to play through a level. So we're going to be going back to doing that pretty darn soon with the post-game of Kingdom Rush 1, and then kind of from there just moving on to Frontiers. So if you guys are on Discord and you have a decent-sounding microphone, and you don't have McDonald's potato quality Wi-Fi, and you're interested in joining the series, well then please just, you know, add me on Discord, and I'll be happy to arrange featuring you in an episode that, you know, if you feel confident enough to attempt it, just make sure you're not in McDonald's that particular Wi-Fi when you do the video. Because I've had that happen before where somebody joins and it's like, dear God. This is your computer made from like freaking 1980 something. This is. I'm not trying to be rude, but it's like, you know, I'll record if I can, but if nobody can hear you, that's kind of pointless. I'm just kidding. Most people that I've featured on the series thus far have had pretty good microphones, so it hasn't been really been a what you call it. What's the Discord server address? There is not really a server address. I just kind of DM people. I don't know that I'll ever really make a server again. I know I've talked about it in the past about remaking one. The last time I made a server, things did not go well. And there was just some drama that, let's not get into details, but let's just say there were some bad people saying bad things and kind of got out of hand. And I was just like, you know what? I don't really feel like dealing with this anymore, so we're just not going to deal with it. So I just deleted the server. I was like, you know what? Screw this. I didn't really need it either, just to be fair. So, yeah. That's a story for another day. Here we go. Wyverns and northern wildlings. This next wave is going to be nuts. How are we going to deal with the wyverns coming down this path? I think we need to start getting this choke point here enabled. Let's go ahead here and Gus, go ahead. Just go ahead. Pronunciate, damn it, and then call this next wave in and hopefully take care of all these little northern Vikings that think they're so giga chad. Let's see how this tower handles wyverns. Okay, that's pretty good damage. On one volley alone, if they hit, it can deal some pretty considerable damage to these guys. So they have 135 health on Impossible. I feel like that should be higher. 168? Nope, I think it's on Impossible. Yeah, this should be right. I'll verify that after this level. We should be on Impossible. I'm sure that's the right amount. I would actually be so pissed if I just, like, checked the encyclopedia or something, and then I find out that I was, like, playing on, like, freaking casual or something the whole time. Just gets to the final level, it's like, screw this, and just flips the table. LMAO, lol. Alright. For those of you who don't know, or are curious as to what recording software I use OBS Studio. I know there's multiple different ones. I have a friend of mine, King Rexy, I think uses something different from OBS. Or maybe he does use OBS, I forget. One of my friends, I forget who it is, but he has something different from OBS. I'm trying to remember what the heck it is. Jack the Lartern saying, in my opinion, Varuk is the most balanced hero. He's not too tanky, but not too soft. Don't deal much damage, but good enough. Not too slow, not too fast. His abilities are great. Perfect. Damn. So that's a pretty strong opinion, man. Can't say I disagree with too much of that, but yeah. Well, that's pretty accurate. Make a new one. Sure, things went south in the previous one, but this time carefully select. Yeah, either that or just make it so that I only invite people that I know and trust. But that's the problem is... there are certain people I don't trust who tried to join, and they went so far as to make alt accounts to join, and then it was just like, okay, for real people? Like, I don't want to have to, like, question or figure out or do research to figure out if the people that are in the damn server are actually the people they say they are, or if it's just some dumb alt account. It's like, whatever. You know. The internet's a frustrating place sometimes to be in. It really is. By the way, I was thinking the exact same thing a few hours earlier, about there not being enough frontier representation of Vengeance. None of the level 4 towers made it. And honestly, you could kind of say the same thing about Origins, I think. You've got the Elite Harassers, right? And then you've got, I mean, I guess the spiders, but that's kind of like from Kingdom Rush 1. That doesn't really apply to Origins. I'm trying to think what the heck else from Origins got represented in Vengeance. Uh-oh. There's glacial wolves on the bottom here, making their way downtown. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Awakened Sisters was from 1. Infernal Mages was from 1. Deep Devil's Reef, that was from Frontiers. Elite Harassers was from Origins. What the heck else was from Origins? Dang it. There's a lot of glacial wolves there. Okay, good. They got taken out. Nice. I was a little scared there. That's weird, man. I mean, the Deep Devil's Reef does have level 4 representation for the enemies from Frontiers in the sense that, you know, you've got the red spines and the green fins. Honestly, even this is a level 1 tower, it had it for both of those enemies, but still. Yeah, I'm honestly trying to think. I need to look at the damn towers. I don't remember how many of them are from Frontiers or not. Or Origins, but I mean. So we'll do that after this level. Somebody remind me. Just kidding. I have to remind myself. I gotta do everything. Wah. Anyways, let's take a look at these northern wildlings. They got screwed over. And look at this. You guys see how like strong this tower is? See how well it's handling these crowds of northern wildlings that are just making their way through the level. You would think that the glacial wolves would belong to the Winter Queen and her troops and her army, but surprisingly they don't. I read the in-game description and from the wiki. Apparently the Northern Vikings train these dogs to do their dirty work for them. So they do not belong to the Winter Queen, even though they literally would make more sense. And actually, same thing with the Wyverns, believe it or not, which kind of now makes sense as to why Arcus was riding Jakul at Jakul's Nest. This game is, like, I don't know. There's so many plot holes in the story, honestly. What do we got? Wyverns? Yeah, whatever. Just call the last wave. Let's just get this done. This long, boring level that Kozin has spent probably way too much time failing at with barracks only. This is actually the level where I got stuck on so far, trying to do barracks only, no lives lost on impossible. Because every level up to this point, you can manage flying enemies to an extent. But here, there's just way too many flying enemies. And the only one that even remotely comes close to dealing with all of this stuff is surprisingly not Azra. It's Olaf. Because you have his ultimate ability, which can send Wyverns backwards. And thereby, by your reinforcements and the trolls over here, on this path at least, more time to deal with the flying foes. I really would have thought Azra at level 10 could do the job. She can't. And I suppose maybe I'm just a poopy noob and microing her with the magic burst arrows, which that definitely helps, but I mean, there's just so many Wyverns. And sometimes they're coming from both paths. It's like, how are you supposed to defend this? Alex Berende, hello, welcome to the stream. Jake, I guess because the game happens in Lineria. Exactly. At this point, this level's donezo. There we go. I don't even need to buy the bees. Which, by the way, if you guys are looking for good abilities for this tower, get the middle path or the right path. Don't go for the bigger rangs unless you literally have nothing to spend your gold on. And let's just clean you guys up here real quick. Come on, damn it. There we go, GG. Chunky Rush saying Azra is the best free hero. Yeah, not gonna lie, I kind of simp for her. She's pretty giggity. Giggity goo. Xuan saying Olok's ult is OP. Kozinez said, I mean, yeah, it is. What is it, like a 12-second cooldown? Being able to send slow enemies backwards, like, by an insane amount? It's just nuts, man. We've got another 3 soul points. Now, the question is, do I not spend it and go for the Pit Lord just straight away? I'm honestly kind of tempted to. But at the same time, I really like the idea of going for the ultimate power cooldown. I think we're going to go for the ultimate power cooldown, and then just in the next level, probably just get the Pit Lord. Alright, now this level's kind of tough, I'm not gonna lie. You need some good RNG here. It's a tough level, that's all I'm gonna say. Also, we're gonna have to worry about magic resistant enemies.
Ugh, magic resistance. Kinda sus. Ding, ding, ding.
Alright, what are we gonna go for? First of all, flying enemies to a limited extent here in the early waves will not really be that much of a problem. So I'm gonna take a bit of a risk here. We're gonna go for a Goblin War Zeppelin, and we're gonna get this bad boy to tier 4 as soon as humanly possible. And we're not gonna go for a barracks in the back, as crazy as that sounds. We're actually gonna go for an Orc Shaman. Or maybe even a Goblinoid would be better. I don't know. Maybe we'll go for Goblinoids because they can stun. I'm gonna break the phone and buy a new one. Alright, anyways. Yeah, Goblin War's up on OP. Please nerf XD. It's a fun level. Yeah, it's just like the Arcane Wizard Teleport, but you can choose where to use it. Arcane Wizard Teleport. If you mean choose where to use it is where you build the towers, okay, yes, but like, no, you can't choose where to use the teleport. That's just the tower's ability. It happens when it happens. It's on a set cooldown. It kind of sucks, honestly. You want a really OP insta-kill? How about the sniper shot? That's a globally ranged insta-kill. You don't have to rely on, you know, BS of keeping enemies in range of the tower in order for it to use the darn insta-kill. It just happens. 20, 40, or 60% chance. Take your pick. Yeah, sure, it's expensive. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Just buy the damn insta-kill from the Musketeers. I actually tried beating Hushwood with only King Dennis and Musketeers. It was surprisingly more difficult than I thought. Because on Veteran mode, the Raiders are the most cancerous thing in the world to deal with. And even just getting past the early wave, where it has that one wave where it spams Brigands and Marauders, and then it switches immediately over to using the Wolves and the Wargs. Sorry, I couldn't think there. My brain just stopped working for a second. I had to think. But yeah, they just spam that. But what I figured out, the secret to beating that particular challenge is it's pretty simple. You gotta spam level 2 shrapnel shot with level 1 sniper shot. Because if you don't get the sniper shot, you're going to die to Raiders. Like, period, end of story. There's no way you're not getting past the Raiders. It just happens. They're so damn durable, and they get through every time. Stuff with Origins happens kind of outside the game. There's lore with it. Yeah, Pancake Man has been somebody who's been helping me out with my project video as far as like counting the numbers, so I would just like to give you a preliminary shout out, my man. You've done an absolutely splendid job just helping me with counting enemies, filling me in on some of the lore of the game that I have been unaware of for quite a while, and admittedly probably should have done some homework on it still. But yeah, guys, Pancakes has been a huge help. He's been a great person to work with, a great friend, honestly. But yeah, just giving him a quick shout out. Great job, Pancakes. Keep up the good work, buddy. So here we go. What do we got next? On wave 3 of 15. It's so slow. What do we got? Northern Berserkers. Those guys are kind of concerning because they have a decent amount of durability. And all of our towers attack really damn slowly. This is like basically the Kamikaze splash attack anti-barracks unit. 18 to 24, and they have a spin attack. Too much range is also a problem since they will kill weak front enemies first. Yeah, I guess that's true. A lot of armor. I need to leave the stream. Yedlixiv. Sleep, Pollux. No, I don't think I will, but thank you. Zoan saying I need to go. Bye, Pollux. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thanks for stopping by. White people. Let's see what we got here. I wasn't paying attention to the game. Hopefully we didn't die. Don't think we did. I see 20 lives. I keep going. I don't see 20 lives. I immediately stop and restart the entirety of the level. I don't even care if it's wave 15 and the last frog enemy on the screen. That sucker leaks through. I bet your frog and butt I'm restarting. Alright. Nicely done. Now, what am I going to go for here? What am I going to go for here? Now we have Nanic Warbears to worry about. And these guys kind of suck. They suck because of the fact that they have, I think, what is it, low or medium armor? I think it's medium. Yeah, it's medium. You know what counters them really well, though?
Orc Shamans. Oh, right.
Okay, come on. Warmongers, do your thing. Good job. You don't have to say that, but keep going. You're just like, yes, I like the praise. You don't need to say the praise, but I like it, so keep going. So keep saying more. Well, you know what? I like giving credit where credit's due, man. You know, it's not good to plagiarize and just take the credit for everything, especially when you didn't do everything yourself. So that's just how I roll in the Shire. Actually, I also have to take my glasses off. They're hurting. I need new glasses, man. I'm getting a headache just wearing these damn things. Alright. Northern Wildlings, no problemo. Got those Northern Huntresses grouped up for some nice juicy bombs from this Goblin War Zeppelin. Which is nice. Yeah, we gotta get that Orc Shaman up here. In the house. Junk World Opinion. I already made a whole video on it, so I just recommend you go watch that. I'm too tired to explain, honestly. The opinion on it, it's kind of just like already on the internet, you know. So yeah. White people. Okay, we have some wyverns coming out here, and this is going to be a little bit problematic because they don't appear until I think later in the wave. Yeah, Varuk, I need you to heal up here quickly. Okay, yikes. Oh no. Yeah, stall that Nanic Warbear. Good job. Good stuff. I was gonna say, how are you out of range? Good. Nice thing is those bombs can sometimes splash onto the wyverns, so they're not as much of a problem as before. So I guess maybe once we get to the final wave, if there is no wyverns, we might replace this Goblinoids with the Garriks. But the problem is, there's going to be a frozen glacier here that eventually attaches itself to this part of the path. This little area right down here where my cursor is. And unfortunately, it's going to send in all kinds of nasty little foes at us. The Northern Huntresses and the Berserkers in particular. But the Northern Wildlings, too, can just be somewhat of a threat if you're not careful. And I'm thinking, for this area right here, what are we going to do? What am I going to do? Let's figure this out, man. The Orc Shaman can counter the bears really good. Yes, they can. They're excellent for the bears. Because they can not only stun the bears, but they got good range, and they have good magic damage, which is good. This Moiblin. That's sublane. That's a problem, man. It's not splashing onto the wyverns enough. Nope. Three white people. Three. Let's call this next wave in here a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and soul impact this group of wyverns here, because I don't trust them not to get through. We're going to let the tower clean up the rest, I think. You better be strong enough to handle one damn wyvern. On your own. Come on, buddy. On your own. There you go. It only took you the better part of eternity, but you got the job done. We've actually got a lot of gold here that we're sitting on, so let's go ahead. Grab ourselves a barracks here. Did we go for Goblin War Zeppelin again, or do we go for Rocket Riders? No, we got to have fair representation in all of these levels. So we're going to go with the Dumb Tower, and we're going to go for the Rocket Riders. It's not a bad tower in the sense that, you know, it's meant to handle crowds, and it does do that well. It's just, it sucks. It's not that it doesn't suck, it just sucks. So here we go. Come on, Rocket Riders. Do something. Don't be a useless waste of oxygen. Oh, hella.